Hello everyone, so today we'll be learning how to paint this beautiful seascape using the contrasting colors. If you don't know what contrasting colors are, they are the colors which are completely opposite to each other on the color wheel, and when you paint or when you mix those two colors together, they turn out to be very muddy. So in this video we'll learn how you can avoid making those colors muddy. And yeah, so we'll be using all these supplies for our painting, so just grab those materials and let's get started. So here today I'll be using Thoovi watercolors. I've used these colors a lot of time. I've created so many paintings with them. They are beautiful, they are vibrant, they are affordable, they are easy to re-wet, and they have wide range of colors which I love so much. And you'll see the vibrancy once we start painting, and you will absolutely fall in love with them. So definitely check that out. I will link everything in the description box below, so make sure that you check it out. Alright, so before we start, let's learn how you mix your two complementary colors without making them muddy. So here directly I will use the ultramarine blue and the vermilion red color, and you will see that it will instantly get muddy in the center, right? So these are the two main colors which we'll be using for our landscape. And you see I mixed my blue and orange or red color, and it instantly turned out to be muddy. So let's see how you can mix it without making them look muddy. So I just applied the blue color on the top, and then I applied the orange color at the bottom. Now what I'll do is I'll clean off my brush. I will remove all the excess water on the side of my jar, and I'll just use that damp brush to blend those two colors together. And you will see I just blended that color with the paper and not with each other, and that's the reason they didn't turn out to be muddy. Okay, so now let's try the same thing, but this time we will try wet on wet. So I applied even layer of water. I applied the blue color on the top. Now I'll apply the orange color at the bottom, and as I come towards the blue, I will clean off my brush completely, dab off the excess water, and then just blend that color in between with the paper, and you will see you'll get the most seamless and beautiful look on the paper. Now when you want your painting to pop up or to create a beautiful vibrancy, then usually we always go for colors which are complementary to each other, because they give you the most vibrancy in the painting. Alright, so you know the trick now. So we'll be using that trick to paint our beautiful seascape using our Thoovi watercolors, and mainly we'll be using two colors, that is the orange and ultramarine blue. Okay, so here again we'll be using wet on wet technique to paint our whole seascape, especially for the sky and the water part. So I applied even layer of water, leaving the boat completely untouched, and here I'm taking my ultramarine blue and I'll start painting that on the top. You see how vibrant and smooth these colors are, and these color will, especially the ultramarine blue color, will give you beautiful granulation once it is dried. Okay, so here again now next I'm taking a little bit of lemon yellow and I'm mixing it with a little red to create my own orange, and I will dilute that color by adding a little bit of water, and I'll start using that color from the bottom. You see I will stop it as soon as I come near the blue color, and I will clean my brush and use the damp brush to mix those two colors just with the paper. Okay, just move your brush left and right seamlessly while the paper is still wet, and you will be easily able to blend those two colors together. Okay, so the same thing we will do it in the water as well, but now as the water is the reflection of the sky, so we'll use the orange color on the top and blue color at the bottom. And once the base of the water is done, I will switch to the smaller brush and we will start painting the ripples using the plain ultramarine blue, and I will mainly draw those ripples around the main boat which is there on the right hand side. Now once everything is dried, let's paint the mountains which are there on the horizon line. So I will again take the ultramarine blue from my palette and I'll apply one wash of that color, and then I will take a little bit of darker blue color, that is the Persian blue, and I will apply that color just at the bottom to create a bit of depth and contrast in our painting. Okay, now lastly let's paint all those boats which are there on the sea. Now you have already done the hard part. Painting boat is very simple. You just have to paint the body of the boat with different rounds, or you can always use the same color and dilute that color and change the value of the same color and paint it. So here I've just used a little bit of burnt umber and burnt sienna to paint the boat, and lastly I will paint the lines which are there on the boats using the smallest brush which I have. Again, if you're not comfortable doing it with your brush, you can always use a black pen to do it, because you really need a little bit of sturdy hand when you do it. And so we are almost done with this painting. I'll just paint the smaller boats which are near the horizon line, and I will paint few flying birds in the sky, and that's it. If you're watching till here, then I would definitely suggest you to give this a try. It looks simple but it's not, so you need a bit of practice when you're working with complementary colors. Just keep in mind that you don't have to blend those two colors with each other. You just have to blend it with the paper so that it looks blended with each other, but they are not. I hope you get my point. And yeah, it looks tricky, but it's not that difficult. If you get the hang of the technique, then you will be able to do it very easily. Alright, so yeah, here I'm just adding a few flying birds in the sky to make the whole painting look more happy and cheerful, and the birds are flying towards their home at the sunset, and it looks damn good. Okay, so yeah, that's all. So lastly, what you need to do is let the whole painting completely dry, and then you can rip off the masking tape on the sides, and we are done. I'm really excited to see all of your paintings. So if you do paint, then do tag Thoovi so that we all can see. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.